He rushed his pad line. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at that. Do I do coaching? I do not. I don't see why I couldn't start. I really enjoy doing this. But now we're on blue. I was so focused on orange. So Dignitas, this was week 5, and this was when they had finally found their stride. Yukio started finding the back of the net, and this was part of their push to make it into regionals. Coach for free, but charge $99.99. Yes. That's the play. This is going to be a fast game, isn't it? You pay to watch a Garb C3 gameplay get roasted? LOL. Maybe. I'll tell you what. I'll think about it. And Potato. Oh my gosh. We're going to back that up for a second. I don't have the Discord set up. I don't have any of that set up. Just started streaming these past 2 weeks again, so I'm getting into the flow of it. I'll have the Discord set up either tonight or tomorrow. If you follow me on Twitter @JorbyPlease, you'll be able to be updated when that Discord is ready to go, and then all those commands will be in here. I'm getting I was planning on getting the Discord set up beforehand. Back to the game. But I just didn't get to it. It's a great pass from Violent Panda, who's the best passer in the game. Great control. Like, Vitality are just waiting. Like, Scrub turns off this. He's like, I can't get to it now. And Violent Panda just takes it out of the play. Like, it's such a beautiful touch from VP. Like, good luck, Scrub. You ain't getting to that. It froze. I'm waiting for it to back up. Do. There we go. Like, first, good carry. Keeps it with a little bit of space. He actually bought some space against Scrub. And then, no, Scrub, you're not going to get a chance at the ball. And Astral's going to score on you. Cat and Fairy aren't going to do anything. So he basically put Scrub out of position with his touch. Or with his carry, initially. Tanda or VP for best passer? It's easily Violent Panda. Violent Panda is the literal conductor of Rocket League. Like, that dude commands the field. Especially when he's feeling it. And, like, he struggled at the beginning of last season. And I think it was just kind of a cavalcade of things with the whole team. But, like, you saw some mechanical issues as well. A little bit of panic there as well. Yukio and Astral commit on that play. If Astral waits, that's a clear. I like to draw the lines, okay? So, Astral, if he sits like he's supposed to. Alright, they just gotta talk. It doesn't matter who goes. Just talk. Like, Yukio could sit back here too. It doesn't matter. But you gotta talk. So, if Astral sits right here, Yukio bounces the ball up like this, and Astral's like, hey, clear ball. And now it's a 2-on-1 down the other way because Violent Panda's like, yo, we're going for that. But they double committed. So now you don't get to have fun. And now you have to play that kind of defense. Good challenge by VP. Oopsies, Yukio. But it was all part of the plan. That's where he gets the clear. I mean, why did this happen? How could you let this happen? So it starts with this pass, this attempted pass to Yukio, but the boost gets stolen from him, and I think that actually does mess him. No, he's got 50, but the ball's just too fast. Fairy Peak does a great job keeping the ball away from Yukio too. Astral he doesn't even have a chance at this. Hang on. So Astral comes from down here. There's no chance at him. He would be better set there. Let's look how to look from his angle. It's easy to sit here in God mode and be like, you should have done this. Nope. Still don't think that way. What's that? Double Eagle 94. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? Taking a look at Dignitas. Either way, Astral's not getting that ball at all. Violent Panda's all alone. And he gets scored on. So if Astral sits back... And it is tough to see at first. But let's... so many buttons. I'm getting used to this finally. Nope, that was too late. Okay. So... Fairy kicks the ball away there. If Astral stops right here... I mean, I guess you got to go for this challenge. You're the next man up, and you're kind of in no man's land at this point. So if he stays here... Yeah, he might have a chance at it, but K-Dop's going to see him sitting here, and he's going to approach that ball differently. Like, you see that ball up like that, you're expecting the ball to roll. Either roll up, and he'll have a chance to, like, get up and at least challenge K-Dop, because K-Dop's approach is going to change. And so Astral jumps here, and it would be a better angle. It actually looks like that's how he wants to jump at the ball. Either way, it doesn't. It bounces straight down back into K-Dop, and K-Dop has him beat. So, it was just an unfortunate situation for Astral. It's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You thought you had the read that best suited the situation there. I'm still in this. And Violent Panda. Whoa, why was Violent Panda coming up? Hang on. We all wanna be up. We get the boosts. We see Astral up, but this is K-Dop's ball. Probably thinks he can play it right there, but he just keeps creeping up. If he waits right here, because right here is where he's beat, right? So if he stops right here, instead of creeping forward like he continues to do, then he actually has a chance at this ball. One more time. It's like right there, he's beat, and he even turns a little bit there, even before he turned. But like, K-Dop's going to hit the ball up high this way. Violent Panda, right before he turns, let's just say that he's positioned like this. He can jump and make a challenge on Scrub Killer, and he actually has a chance at it. But he ended up creeping up, even though Astral is in no man's land. And then he has to play acrobatic defense. Oh my. I love how that just sits right there. And double touch into the net. So I think the positioning was a little off. Should he have collected pad lines when he was rotating back? Maybe there a bit earlier. He didn't need it because he had the corner boost. Like, he had the corner boost over here. And so, like, he has all the resources that he needs. It doesn't really matter where, like, he's actually in the perfect spot. The issue is he crept up a few inches too far. And those few inches were the difference between him challenging the ball midair and him having to go back to, or having to race up to the net and try to play a double touch read. What was that? Heavy BS. I love that name. Thank you for the follow. Oh, you were talking about Astral. You know what? Let's look at it one more time. Should he have used the pad lines? I gotta back up. A little bit farther. Come on. There we go. Flips back. Gets the full boosts. You're just not expecting Yukio to lose that challenge. He thought he had a little more time. Everything else fell apart after. Sharpie. Thank you for the follow. And so it continues. This is game one. It's just, that's the kind of play that you expect Dignitas to be able to read. I got no commands, man. I have no commands in this chat at all. All right, so Astral has this challenge. Yukio gets demoed, and Yukio still really isn't in the best spot. He turns. He wants to jump, but then he turns again. So if Yukio actually tries to jump at that ball right there. Like if he jumps for that. Fairy Peak's already in the air. Yukio thinks he's beat, and he is beat. But he gets demoed anyway. It's a tough spot. It is the best stream. It will be. It will be the best stream. It is right now. It's just, you know, the outside world can't see it yet. It doesn't have those. I don't have juicy commands, but we don't need commands. We're gonna have them. We don't need them. Commands. Pfft. Let me get a better look. Takes rotation. You got Space Astral. You know that. You always recognize when you have space. Good. Yukio's in perfect spot for it. That's fine. Violent Panda's got the option. But Fairy Peak does a good job hitting it away. That's the other thing, too. You got to give credit to Vitality. Recognize where Violent Panda is. Pitches it away from him. Another force to play D again. But let's see. Is there anything that could have happened? Where is everyone else? So Yukio's coming this way. He turns off. At this point, I think Yukio can turn. But it's tough to see. Oh, he's got no boost. Never mind. So he turns off the play, and I actually think he might be able to make a challenge. He turns his ball cam off. Hang on. One more time. Let's do it a little slower. Just want to see. So VP, he turns down. Yukio's like, shit. Okay. Yeah, that's tough for Yukio to get to with that amount of boost. He does try to turn on it. I don't think he gets to it. Even if he goes for it a little earlier. They get out of it. Astral rotated. Uh-oh. That's an oopsies. Oh, no! How does this happen? All part of the plan. Poor Yukio's third man. Got bullied. So first, Astral. And coming up is Yukio. Yukio creeping up. And it kind of looks decent. Oops. But it's not decent. So what got us to that point? Commands are only for Zoomers. Yeah, I'm a step beyond that. Millennials don't need no accommodation. LOL. All right. Astral booms it away. This is where we are. Astral still has the play. He wants to pass to VP. He smacks it down right in front of Scrub Killer. And Yukio is expecting that pass to VP. Again, this is what Dignitas want to do. So let's start from the Astral pass, or the Astral attempted pass, right here. So, intention. Doop, 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 doop. Violent Panda, still turn this way. It's going to have to turn a little bit. His intention is really going to be try to get it away from Scrub Killer, and he hits it kind of right into Scrub. But the expectation here is the whole point, the whole reason I'm showing this. My lines are ruined. They're not in game. Delete. All right. One more time. So, intention, which are dotted lines. Doop, 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 doop. You get the point. Right here. Gives VP the best chance at the ball. Instead, it kind of ends up a little ahead of that. So, not good. But VP, if this pass is executed the way they want it, he'll at least make a 50 here. Yukio, who's creeping up, will immediately have the next challenge on the ball. And now Dignitas are in a pretty favorable position because Astral will either come out this way and get ready for the next play, or, depending on how it develops, if it ever gets there, he might go up this way for a pass over to Violent Panda. They like to play this tight passing game, and it works for them. But then there's situations like this where now Yukio has to make a play in midfield, and Scrub has him beat, and so he gets burned for it. Oh. And the net's wide open. and you get scored on. So the ball gets behind Dignitas more than I'd like to see. I think that's the one thing that keeps popping up more than anything else. And obviously this is online. They looked a little bit better, or they looked a little bit different, I'd say. Ooh. Did Astral get lucky? So, Scrub punts that. And Astral just... Oopsies. But he knew he had the space. From his angle, he was actually pretty good on that. And he stole that boost, too. This is okay for now. Oh. K-Dop was just fast. Another boomer. It's so easy to get in this boomer battle. Especially when the ball's high in the air like that, and you know if you let it go or try to catch it, it's just going to be a mistouch because the ball's going so fast. Oh. What are you guys talking about in chat? Okay, that's decent. That's still good. I think there was a slight hesitation there from Yukio on whether or not Violent Panda was going to go for that. I think Violent Panda didn't know either. It depended how that was hit. I think Yukio jumps for that as quick as he can. Astral, again, utilizing space. Don't worry about it. You're right, you're right. I'll keep going. Good from Astral initially. Like, the launch, quick. Does it hit off of Scrub's car? Nope, that's all Astral. From the other angle. I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, boyo. Whoopsies. Attempted pass. And that's dangerous. That's a dangerous pass. Let's look one more time. Actually, I don't want to see player view. I want to just back this up. So, Yukio has a little bit of space. But the way he turns onto the ball, it's going to bounce again. He's got to beat Fairy and K-Dop. And he's last man. If it's a strong touch, if he gets power on this touch, this is a great opportunity. Like, it's daylight. Like, that net is open if he can hit VP. But it was just such a weak touch. Like, I love the idea. So it's like, was it the best decision? I think that with power, it was the best decision. Oof. Hang on. Touch out. Fairy Peak had the angle covered anyway, and the net's open, guys. Hello? How do we get here? How do we get here? Astral playing that good that next touch. Yukio got bumped. Yukio got bumped. Yukio just kept getting bumped. And they got scored on. So that time a Yukio bump, but again, those tight rotations, that's part of the risk. That's one of the many risks that come with playing that kind of aggressive playstyle. So in this first game, really the main factor has just been the leaky defense from Dignitas. Now remember, they win this series. This is when they got good. But this was game 1. This is their first game, or first match of week 5. We're not feeling it. Pick up that goal for the road. And we're on to game 2. Where it's literally the exact opposite. So we'll see if Vitality or their patented Vitality in the series and just double commit for days. First carry, Dignitas. Oh, guys. It started out so well. Let's look. Astral, good job getting it to VP. Violent Panda has a good carry. Astral's got this locked. Yukio's got it covered next. Violent Panda's just got to get out of the net. Fairy's in his way. It's just a quick transition there. If we look one more time. Scrub Killer forces that challenge. That 50 was all scrub. I still don't know if Yukio had a chance at it. One more look. I feel like he did. But again, God mode only tells us so much. Whoa. There we go. One more look. Slow it down. So this challenge goes out. Now if he just goes. So he stops boosting right here, right? And he turns. So let's say his car's, again, orientated this way. And he kept boosting. I think he makes this challenge. I really think he does. But he turns off of it. And, you know, I get the risk here. He's thinking, I got to get back, and I gotta make the play on this touch. But there's already a man... Like, Fairy Peak's already downfield over here. So you're already going to have to contend with him. In my opinion, the better choice here was to challenge instead of turning off. Because he turns off, and he wastes a lot of time having to wrap around like that. Because Violent Panda gets bumped, which just kicks Fairy Peak up a little bit more. And Yukio almost makes that touch, but again, I think he would have made the challenge against K-Dot. So here we go. I feel like what we're going to see in these next few games is we're going to see Dignitas scoring on the chances we saw them miss on. Yeah, first game against Vitality, they didn't really have anything. They actually forced the only goal that they had thanks to a great Violent Panda pass. But man, Vitality is so good on defense. I might readjust my thinking about them this season. Because not just scrub on defense, Fairy Peak as well. She's done so much on that end, so it might not matter. Okay, this is fine. You have midfield. You just can't give up possession here. You still got it. It's still your ball. What a pass, Astral. Like, this isn't traffic. It's like, I just gotta hit it hard, dude. Yukio, go get it. Because K-Dop's turned around. He's not gonna get it. Scrub Kill is behind Yukio. Like, Astral has the perfect sighting on that ball. That's a good touch. That's fine. You're forcing Vitality up. Vitality are on their back wheels. Too slow on that challenge, though. Astral pulls off. They probably would have been better suited. What the optimal play might have been. Astral flips away. Yeah, maybe he doesn't. I think if Astral sticks with it on that one, he has a chance, but it works out for Dignitas. I'm not going to point out every suboptimal or perceived suboptimal thing. Rocket League's very give and take. This is good. This is good on defense. What's that? TBB Faceless. Thank you for the follow. Hey, new to Rocket League. How do you watch RLCS? Lucky for you. This Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific. You go to twitch.tv/Rocket League. All the action's there, man. If you haven't already, you should connect your Rocket League account to Twitch so you can get rewards as well for watching the stream. I think you're really going to enjoy RLCS, man. I'm backing up a little bit, so Yukio's first touch. Dunks it off a scrub. K-Dop wins. Violent Panda keeps it locked. Dignitas have had possession for a while now. This is just... Finally, the double commit happens. But that's just after relentless pressure. So let's look at this. So there is... I'm trying to look and see who picked up the boosts. When. So Violent Panda gets that corner. Midfield is theirs as well. This is after a long stay. Like, you can see they're all struggling to get out here. So, Fairy Peak's got 30. K-Dop's got nothing. He's so desperate. He's got to get out. And Scrub has 37. And they get scored on. Like, it forces the double commit. When you have no boost for that long, and you just start getting starved like that, I mean, that was just well done by Dignitas on the pressure. You're perpetuating the problem of exclamation point rewards. I'm at the worst angle for this. There we go. Options are covered. Midfield boosts both picked up by Astral and VP. VP confirming that one. Astral confirming this one right here. And I believe Astral actually stole this one too. I have to go back and look. Either way, midfield control. It's Dignitas's. Yeah, when you're in-game faceless, there will be an esports button on the main menu. And you can look there. Midfield, still Yukio. Yukio picked up that boost as well. But they are playing some acrobatic defense. The angles that they're cutting off, so... Let's look again. So Scrub desperately trying to get this out. And if we look, he's got 0 boost. This is what happens. This is why resources are important. This is why we hammer home boost so much. So, excuse me. Yukio picks up this boost here and stops the ball. Perfect angle on the ball for Yukio. If we take a look at Yukio Cam. Yukio Cam. Jumps right in front of it to kill it. And he gets fed the ball after. So now, after he wins, how do we approach? Violent Panda went back to his corner for boost. He had the time to do it. Astral's ready to go. Looking for the pass to Astral. It's cut off. Violent Panda expecting the play initially to keep going, keep flowing to the right. This way. But it ends up coming right back over here. Violent Panda, being the god that he is able to quickly adjust. Quick turn. I gotta clear my buttons. And he kills that ball. Forces another pass over to Astral. And this is just going to be a 50. But either way, it doesn't matter. Every single touch is theirs. And this is a product of the boost deals. K-Dop did pick up the boost, but K-Dop picked up both of his team's back corner boosts. So if we look, Fairy's low, chasing it down. We already saw Scrub had no boost. K-Dop's the only one with boost. He's the one who has to make the play, and it just got by him. Vitality did bunch up there, and it put Scrub in a tough spot. Scrub still makes the touch. Even right here, another chance for Scrub to get to this. What does Scrub have? 1 boost. You're not going to win this touch. Violent Panda challenges it perfectly. Let's look again. Touch off the ramp. Stays on the right side of the ball. He knows Scrub is coming down from the left. So he stays on the right. He'll at least force the... He wants to force the ball forward. That's exactly what he does. And Astral is just perfect. Perfectly places it. But that was, again, relentless pressure. Relentless pressure. Like, that's the thing. Dig got aggressive, but they could because They were forcing Vitality to go up and down. Ooh. And we're forced to play some defense, and I'm looking at a terrible angle here. Now we got space. Oh, I don't like that dump. Does Yukio not have boost there? Yukio uses everything he can to catch up to it. Let's go to the player cam. How does he hit it? Or how does he approach it? I think he's expecting Astral to come in. But I don't... Does Astral not have boost? Alright, we're pushing up the field with no resources. But he picked up that boost, so we living. Ooh. And it did come off a couple of Vitality errors. Ooh. We like that. Great touch from Yukio. Great touch. So Fairy Peak misses this. Scrub forced to clear. Again, he's got to go get this boost, so he has to dump the ball out. Dignitas have control. They've controlled midfield this whole game. It's been theirs. They got burned at the beginning. And since then, have Vitality even put a shot on? They have 5 shots, and they're all fairies. And I think they were all transition plays from like midfield. And they even scored off the kickoff, so let's look. This is just pretty textbook. Violent Panda, perfect kickoff for Astral on the cheat up. That's all she wrote. That's it. Another minute goes by, but like Panda just carries it the whole way because he can. Doesn't dump the ball away when he doesn't have to. All of Dignitas. And Violent Panda still finds the pass. Violent Panda will always find the pass. Every time. And that was a decent approach, but K-Dop won. None of these go in. We don't really have to watch the rest of this. So let's go to the next replay. We could look further, but nah. We'll look at 2 more. We'll look at a dig loss again. Then we'll look at game 5. Was there a tournament? Oh, wait. I see what's going on. I got no mods on. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know why that's been taken for you. All right. There was a tournament a few days ago. It was the Astro tournament, the Star Circuit. Block on the pass. Yukio still has control. Dig are kind of in trouble here. Alright, we'll see how this develops. Astral takes the boost away. Scrub's forced to dump it off. Violent Panda plays it, so they get it. They get out. That was played fine with the way they approached it. Another double commit from Vitality. Space. Space. No. No one's ready to go for this. Violent Panda's going for boost. Astral, he is going for boost. Yukio, how much boost do you have? You got boost. You can carry this. I still feel like Yukio could have made a play there instead of dumping it off. That's a good touch. That was good. That was good recovery on that. So even though he dumped it out, Fairy Peak's attempted clear was way too hard. Astral had it covered. Again, Dignitas so good covering options. Because even though Yukio punts this, alright, here's Fairy Peak. Where's Fairy Peak going to go with this ball? So he actually has a lot of options, and it is Fairy Peak's mistouch that allows Astral to capitalize. But still, Fairy Peak, he's got K-Dop and Scrub. He can hit it over to his corner. Try to keep it as close to his own back wall as possible. Astral is going to be flying up this way. And he's gonna try to make a play on the ball. Maybe he gets a challenge. But either way, option covered. Just very peak. Bang it off the ceiling over here. Option covered by VP. And obviously Yukio rotating out on the play. The flow of the play is not, he's not in the play. But you're covering a lot of where that play is going to go. Now, if Very Peak lands this pass correctly, you probably get by Astral on this play. But instead, his touch is a little too hard, and your positioning pays off. I still think Astral would make a challenge if Very Peak has that touch a little better, because he wanted to hit K-Dop in stride. But it's just well done. Yukio was already in position for the next touch. Man, it's so funny because I'm watching this, and the difference between this game and Week 5 online league play and then how these two teams played at the World Championship against each other, like, dude, they both of these teams took to a completely different level. Like, there's still good passes, but just not like we saw at the World Championship, you know? Astral up. Yukio was coming back, so he covered. That's good. Astral has to cover for Scrub. Beautiful kill by Scrub. And Astral was forced to wait as well. Like, as soon as he saw that kill, he had to get down off the wall, and he did. And then Violent Panda carried it out, and that's a good 50. Option covered. Again, let's just take a quick look. Scrub's like, I'm going to get the ball. Yukio first man on the challenge. Even if he doesn't get this, Astral's ready for pretty much anything that happens. Scrub does get the lob over him, but Astral's in the perfect spot to just take it and keep the play going. This is well done by Dignitas so far. Whew. Covered. And let's go back. Now, potentially deadly. We'll let this roll. So you're fine. Scrub's playing it off. Violent Panda knew the shot wasn't coming. Good control from Violent Panda. He forced Vitality to stretch midfield to make things work. And they actually gave themselves a 2-on-1 because of it. So Violent Panda first makes that challenge. Little bit of space. He gets in K-Dop's way. K-Dop can't get a solid... The best touch he wants. Fairy Peak and Scrub double commit. And Yukio has Astral. Downfield, he just hits it a little too hard. But Digger's still on offense. So it's okay. Gets the demo too. Forces K-Dop off the ball. Still Dig's ball. Good pass. Good passes. Yukio's just a little too far up, or rather Astral's pass was a little too far back. It was tight quarters they were doing that in. And then good on the rotation to get back. Like, it's so funny because they want to go for those passes in those dangerous situations, and when they find the gaps, they're so good at finding the gaps. It just works, and they feel unbeatable. When they don't find the gaps, though. Goal? Whew. That was tough. A good transition. Violent Panda taking third man. Yukio up again. And Vitality are all bunched up. Not the best touch from Scrub. I mean, this is good ball control from Dignitas as a team, as a unit. They do a great job keeping the ball away and putting Vitality in awkward situations. Vitality aren't helping themselves out in some of those situations with the double commits. And even in some cases, triple commits. But even still, when Vitality are in position, they're still losing the next touch. Like, they don't get touches like that from Scrub. And then Dignitas double commit. This is easily preventable by letting one man go. And then you have the next challenge. That's all that one's written up for. You ready for that? Gotta communicate. Swing back around. We're trying to do what with the ball vitality? Fairy Peak just missed. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. This time, we didn't panic. We're still probably closer together than you would have liked, and this probably could have been prevented as well. Because if we go back just a little bit more, right here. Wait for this, Violent Panda catch. Now, this Digger ready to go. They're ready to just move up the field. So here we go. Violent Panda going. Yukio's like, alright, I'm second man. Astral's like, alright, I'm taking the wide angle. We're going to cover. But you're just expecting Violent Panda to win this touch right here. Like, you're expecting him to dodge into the left. And Yukio not really, or Yukio in position to maybe challenge against Scrub Killis. Let me draw. So, idea, Violent Panda hits into the ball. Ball goes this way. K-Dot maybe gets like a piece of it, so the ball comes out around here. Scrub maybe turns on it, but Yukio's already coming and has a chance at the ball. And Astral's coming in as third man, but he keeps going up because he's expecting the flow of the play is expected to kind of go this way. Like the general flow, right? With how Violent Panda's positioned. But K-Dot straight up steals this ball. And it's popped up. Now Astral has to race back. That's just the faith that Dignitas have in each other to make that next touch. It puts them in situations like that sometimes when they might be better afforded to sit back. Like, Astral doesn't have to come up. He can sit a little farther back and still make the next play. But this is also, keep in mind, this is also a product of both of these teams' vitality coming up for these aerials. You have to try to put yourself in the quickest position possible for the ball. And sometimes that means reading into the future at the pro level. That's fine. Yukio's got to defend it, and he does. Astral made that a little deadly, but it doesn't matter. Can you ask Corelli his favorite number is still 69 when you see him next for me? I'll do that. Someone's got to go for that, boys. So, again, we're all expecting a win. Violent Panda expecting this ball with where he's positioned. What is Violent Panda covering? He's covering anything in like this vicinity. I'm thinking like the air, not the whole way to the back wall, or not the whole way to the side wall, but even that farther back. So maybe let's erase those. Oh. Avatar, thank you for the follow. Like this. He's got that covered. Astral is coming up immediately. So what does he have coverage of? Well, about... kind of. It's not even that close. Either way, guess where the ball goes? Not where anyone can get it. Astral wasn't in position for that. Violent Panda wasn't in position for that. And Astral turns off, because guess what? He's got 12 boosts. So, picks up another pad. Maybe was hoping that one was straight down, but Violent Panda's also up. Oopsies. Scored on. So, I think how this can be prevented. Let's back it up. I don't care. There we go. None. Okay, so Violent Panda turns in, and instead, if he... Let me get to where he's still facing the direction I want him to go, because it's easier to visualize. So, okay. Yukio's carrying this out. So So if Violent Panda goes here, when this ball pops up, Astral will be here, and he'll be creeping up. He won't have a chance at the ball with the low boost that he has. And so Violent Panda will be able to cover the ball when it comes this way. He'll be able to jump up and make this save. He'll be ready for it. Astral won't have to dive back with 12 boost. And it's a save. That's how that could have went differently. But there needs to be communication there. Like that rotation can't happen. Because now everyone's turning away from the ball. It's a free shot. And most times, K-Dop won't make it look that close. Pong. Ooh. Hit the fight off K-Dop. Good pass from Astral. It was tight. But it was placed pretty perfectly. Another boomer. So how do we get here? So Astral booms this. Violent Panda and Yukio both turn. Yukio wants this boost. But Fairy Peek's on the ball. Fairy Peek is like, alright, I'm going to dump it because Violent Panda's in my face. If Violent Panda gets the challenge there, Yukio's not in a tough spot. But again, you gotta win every 50. Astral keeps him out there. But they lost. So, they lose that game. And now we'll go one more. Game 5. The final game that confirmed a Dignitas spot in the regional championship. This is the last one. But, I mean, so far, you've seen Dignitas want to push up the field pretty quickly. Infinite trusts in their teammates' ability to win the 50. You're just expecting 50s to go their way. Which is fine for one player to do. Not both. Most of the time. But it's like they want to set up those passing plays. You can still have those passes without playing ultra aggressive and giving free shots to the opponent. Ooh. Gave Yukio a chance after K-Dop couldn't get the ball. Yukio bumping Scrub. In turn bumping K-Dop, so disaster there for Vitality. Well, not disaster, but not good for Vitality. High ball. That's a smart touch from Scrub Killer. You know, you have Yukio pretty close up on the third. That ball was only for them. These passes still. And again, turning out. We're collecting this midfield boost. We've been playing on this side, on this quadrant for a little while. So Yukio picks it up once more. Fairy Peek on the challenge. Astral wants to keep that going. Violent Panda turns. He confirms the boost again. Waits for that touch from Scrub. A challenge almost cost them. Could have been unfortunate. This is good from Dig. Perfect position. Like, let's look again. Come on, game. Unfreeze, please. All right. Yukio keeps it close. Gives Violent Panda the win on the ball. And Astral knows exactly how this play's going. All right, he knows this ball is popping. Boop. And he's pretty much got this whole area to cover. He's in the perfect spot. Scrub and Fairy Peek are farther back. So Astral's going to win this touch. He's perfectly positioned. And go. He wins the touch against Fairy Peek. And you're not seeing the same mistakes that you saw on defense from the last game, but also against the whole series, in the whole series against Veloce. We don't see too much of it. And this was good. Fairy Peek got chipped once. K-Dop's rotating back. Scrub's got to play this ball, and he ends up turning off of it because Astral makes a great touch to Yukio. So you recognize the position that you're in. You realize you have the defense beat. Like Violent Panda in front. Astral just wins this 50. Hops over K-Dop, and there's nothing they can do. I can break down what Vitality could have done on defense there, but Dignitas just took advantage of a mistake. This is about Dignitas, not Vitality. Oh, the miss could have gave him a shot, but he slows it down. And he still scores! Astral's a monster, yo. So, this is great. Let's watch from Astral Cam. So, K-Dop might expect a shot there, right? Astral slows it down. That's going to be a tough shot for Astral if he took it at that point. But what doing this does... One more time. Let's slow it down. So, he turns off right here. He could go for that shot. But no. We're going to turn off. And now as soon as K-Dop turns up, right there, he turns, K-Dop turns, but K-Dop's beat. And then he plays it away from K-Dop, because if he hits it, like if he turns on this and he hits it, he diagonal flips to take a shot towards the net this way, Fairy Peak's got it covered. He's got that safe. Scrub also has a chance at it. The net's got a lot of options that... not a lot of options. The net does not have a lot of options, rather. So he plays it out here. Forces K-Dop to dive for the ball. And then it forces Fairy Peak and Scrub to freeze. So this is a great touch from Astral initially. And then it's just a great play. After that. You touch it away. K-Dop can't get it because he's already bit too far up. Scrub coming around. He's like, I gotta turn out. Fairy Peak creeped up. Now you scored on. It's just it's one delay. Like as soon as he turns off, everyone's creeping up on Astral. Like they're expecting him to carry this. Or at least play it out to around the corner. Fairy Peak sees it, so he thinks it's his ball, but Scrub comes across and cuts Fairy Peak. But it's that delay. As soon as Astral delayed, you know, I'm not going to say it's panic, but, you know, you get desperate. You get uncomfortable. That's probably the best word. Uncomfortable for Vitality. And Dignitas haven't been playing that much defense. Got your own boosts. That's good. Yukio gets the mid boost. Mid boost not available for Fairy Peak. Scrub tries to control. Fairy Peak has to turn around now. Mid boost. I believe that was Vitality's, but Yukio got the other. It's just a good play. Oh, and it... this whole thing... Like, signature Dignitas. First, this smart touch from Astral. He's like, I'm not going to hit it into K-Dop. I'm going to smack it off the side. Because VP's there, right? VP's like, I could shoot it. But I'm really going to make you sweat, Fairy Peak. Oh, man. If that goes in, it's a beaut. It was still a beaut. And you can feel the desperation, excuse me, from Vitality. Some of these touches, they're just get it out. But Dignitas are all over him. Astral gets that boost again. Let's do a boost check on Vitality. What are they at? 30 for K-Dop. I think he just spawned too. Fairy Peak, 39. Scrub, 73. Scrub, I think he picked up that far mid boost. Or not the far mid boost. But one of his corners. So they've got one corner. And they got a goal here, actually. I was paying attention to the boost check. So we'll have to back up. Yukio loses that touch to Scrub kill. Let's see his pathing. So yeah. I really wasn't the worst here from Yukio. We see that touch. And honestly, he takes the best angle at it. Scrub's just in a better spot than Yukio is. Scrub was in the perfect spot for that. Space, time. That's fine. You had Vitality, a lot of pressure. Had Vitality under a lot of pressure. It's understandable. You go for a quick pass, maybe force another double commit. What a pop, though. Fairy Peak has had to handle so many uncomfortable balls. Ooh. Just the control from Astral will give them the time they need to get back. Good catch from Yukio. Oh. And Astral tried to go for the bump. It was a good idea. And again, good passes. Plenty of options. And look at this. Just constantly peppering the net. And Vitality don't know what's going to happen because look at all of the options. Let me pop this out again. My phone cut out. Is it one day or multiple days? It's Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is North America and Sunday is Europe. I want to back this up one more. If my game stops freezing. So it's a good catch from Yukio. Astral tried to get that bump, but it's not there. And Violet Panda just buys time. So Fairy Peak's waiting in net. K-Dop's on the back wall. Scrub's got full boost. K-Dop's got manageable boost. Fairy Peak, less than desirable. And K-Dop ends up dumping the ball away. And they have, Vitality have the resources. So this is where it gets deadly, right? So Dignitas have space. And Astral has options. Astral, he's already decided on his option here. So let's back up just another second. I actually think he jumps, like he knows immediately what he wants to do with this. So right here. But as he's coming across, and he jumps like this, Scrub and Fairy, they're like, oh, I see Astral. This could be a, if we look right here, just based on where the position is now, it's like now what you might be thinking if you're Vitality, like the option that Astral has as he comes at the ball is maybe a shot up here. But again, shot probably not the best option. There's a lot of people in net and they have boost. But there's also this guy over here. Or Astral could decide to play it out over here. That's suboptimal. But, you know, the point is he has literally 3 different options. And the best one is always a passing play when you have space. Because that really trips defenses up. Like, Scrub has to wait now. K-Dop is on the far side. And he got burned. Vitality don't get scored on here. It was so close. But, I mean, every touch is just theirs. And now Vitality, they're feeling that desperation. This isn't in a microcosm. This was the product of 3 straight minutes of Dignitas pressure. So every time Vitality are on defense now, even when they have resources, it's just diving at the ball. You stop communicating as much because you're so focused at clearing the ball out. And Dignitas just have complete control of the pitch. And it's thanks to all 3 of them. They do get a little close together sometimes, but they're so good at winning 50s. And those 50 wins come from carrying the ball and making smart challenges. And most of the time they do rotate well. And that's it. As soon as it touches the ground. That's a dig win, baby. They're in the regional championships, just like